Hello everybody, AOG Gaming here, back with another video on Dislyte. Um, so someone commented, so this is on Zoxiskin's video, I think. So basically, like I was watching it, and he's talking about how it's problematic for pools, and he's correct. This person commented though that it shouldn't change the average wishstone count as they don't share in the Esper pools and don't dilute them. Complete false. I'm not trying to shit on you or whatever, but it's just how it works. So I explained it. It's still a 50-50 on the draw. That means a 0.5% chance of attaining a legendary Esper. Not a legendary Divinate or Esper, just an Esper itself. And the reason it works like this, so he says he doesn't want to go into detail, but that's not how they split it. Separate 1% for legendary Espers and separate 1% for legendary Divinates. And I say, yes, I agree with you. However, if you, instead of taking the 10 draws, because the 10 draws are different, so you take a single draw, right? Within that single record, you have a 50% chance for every draw that you do, even if you do 10, for each single one of those 10 draws. For each draw, you have a 50% chance of either getting an Esper or Divinate. 100%, that's how it works. Because 50% is of the chances of getting anything in that, the gold record is Divinates, and then 50% is getting an Esper. And yes, within that 50%, so once you get the Divinate or the Esper, you have a 1% chance of getting a legendary within that 50%. However, you have to calculate before you even draw, before you even know if it's a divinate or legendary, and you won't know until you draw, obviously, until the end of the animation. But yeah, so it's a 50-50 just to get either a legendary or divinate, and then a 1% chance within. So you have to calculate that. You have to take that into account. So you have to divide it by 2, because now it is a 1% chance to get a legendary no matter what. Like, it's not 2%. This is the thing. If they were separate, like you're talking about, right, Gatao, it would be 2% to get a legendary, basically a divinate or a legendary Esper. However, it's not 2% because it's split. You either get a divinate or you get an Esper per draw, per single gold record. Even if you do a 10 draw, it's how it works per each instance of the gold record. You either get a divinate or an Esper. 50% split in between both. You can't really argue that that's how they split it up. And yes, within that 50%, you have a 1% chance of getting a legendary. And if you're getting an Esper, it's a legendary Esper. And if you got a Divinate, then it's a legendary Divinate. It's literally that simple. He says that isn't how probability works. No, that's kind of how probability works. Yeah, I mean, like I said in here, I took AP stats and passed it while just being completely high. Like, math is pretty easy to me when it comes to stats, and really it was just learning how to use a calculator, the TXI Texas Instruments or whatever, the 30 plus or whatever it's called. Um, but yeah, it's really simple. Literally, when you draw a gold record, I can't express how many times I have to, because I've seen people say this over and over again. It is 100% changing the chances for you getting wish stones and espers themselves. Epic espers are a little bit of a special case because you always want to do 10 draws. So we'll get to that in a second. But for single draws, just talking about the single draws, that's what is going to happen basically. Now, the problem with this is the fact that with each single draw that you do, which you probably don't want to be doing single draws, but we're doing the math anyway. Within each of those single draws, you have a 9% chance. Sorry, a 4.5% chance. So, like, this is the thing. If you get an Esper, like if you're getting an Esper, you have a 9% chance. But you don't know if you're getting an Esper. So the thing is, it's divided by 2, because you still have to take into the probability that you're either getting a Divinate rather than an Esper. So now the chances for getting Wish Stones, for getting Epic Espers and Legendary Espers are halved. Same with the Divinates. So, you still get the equal amount because they're distributed between the both. However, that's how it works. Um, yeah, so I explained that you have a 50% chance of either getting an Esper or Divine when you draw. So I'm talking about a single draw, not a 10 times draw. Even if it's a 10 times draw, it still follows the same logic as the first draw. It's just that you have a guaranteed Epic, Divinate, or Esper. So when that happens, it makes it a little bit easier. So you get like 25 Wish Stones for Pity if you get not a single Legendary within the 100 draws. I'm talking about Legendary Esper. And if you have to get epics, you only get the epic Esper through the guaranteed chances. And even then, it's a 50% chance because, again, you either get a Divinate or you get an Esper. That's a 50% hard luck right there. Whatever else you calculate after that has to be based off of that 50%. This is what this guy didn't take into account, or this person. Yes, they didn't split the fact that it's a 1% chance to get it. Yes. However, they added a different, like, they didn't add like more espers. They added a different sets of items that you can get, which reduces, just the rare chances. So, getting rares is going to be a lot harder to get, but still getting the legendaries and epics are still just as hard. I think that's what people don't realize. um and it's going to matter for the espers mostly because the wish stones. So here's how it works. So you draw, right? You have a 50% chance of getting a Divinate or an Esper, right? Okay. So let's say you're going to get an Esper no matter what. Okay, now within that 50%, so now you have a 100% chance of getting an Esper. So now within that 100%, you have a 9% chance of getting an Epic and a 1% chance of getting a Legendary. That's how that works. That's not how it works. It's not out of 100%. It's out of 50%. But since you already have, like, you're guaranteeing that you're getting that Esper, which is just a hypothetical. Don't worry, guys. There's no way to actually guarantee that. But as a hypothetical, just say that you are getting an Esper. It's still a 5% chance before, if it's not guaranteed that you get that Esper. That's what I'm saying. And it's not. It's a 50% chance. So people need to stop saying that it's doesn't split, because it does. Yes, once you get an Esper, it's a 1% chance. But you don't know whether you get an Esper or Divinate. So before that, the probability, you have to add on that 50% split. So everything else becomes 50% because you either get a legendary, you either get an Esper or Divinate. Whether it's legendary, epic, or rare. You get an Esper or a Divinate. And that's the sole thing that I have to come back to. Yes, getting epics and legendaries are pretty much the same, but whether it's an Esper or a Divinate is what makes or breaks the fact that you get more or less wish stones, which you get less. You get half, so to speak. Um, so yeah, really what they have to do is just increase the chances of getting legendaries for both. And really they wouldn't lose any money. In fact, they would probably make money because people would be spending money on the game. But of course they're not going to do that because they want to be as greedy as possible and not let anybody progress fast. um, Yeah, and then the point is, if you don't get an epic or legendary, you don't get any wish stones. And they didn't increase the wish stone count. So you get an epic, you still get one wish stone. So you're basically just guaranteed a pity 25 wish stones if you get lucky with the RNG of, guaranteed epic, divinate, or esper, epic, divinate, or epic esper, within the 10 draws. So you only want to be doing 10 draws now. But yeah, you basically just get 25 as a pity. And there's a 0.5% chance within each of those 100 draws to get a legendary Esper. Not a legendary Divinate, a legendary Esper. It's a 1% chance to get something legendary, but not a 1% chance to get a legendary Esper. All right, well, I'm going to have to end it here because I basically repeated the same thing over and over again. And he's not the only one who talks about it. Sorry, okay, well, we'll continue. So that's not the only thing I want to talk about. So yeah, Dislyte. I okay. Well, actually, let's. So there was that part, and I also talked about it in my video. So we go back to this, which people aren't understanding. Um, so I calculated the chances. How much with the new system of the divinates it would cost you to max out an Esper. That is R6D6. These are the prices. They're not 100% accurate, but it's a ballpark. I did most of the math in my head. So, but yeah, now it's $12,500 to max out a single flow, wind, or inferno type Esper, which is kind of ridiculous. It's like you're spending more than you would spend for probably actually you're probably spending the same amount you would spend for a year in an apartment, not in a city because it's super expensive, but let's say it's like $1,000 a night for an apartment. That's like probably average in the US. I don't know about that. Don't quote me on that. So just $1,000, like that's a pretty cheap apartment, like single bedroom, like very small, like even if you don't have a kitchen, like even that, but it will cost you that much just to rent it a month. I mean, sorry, a year. Cost you that much to rent it a year. So you could spend a year's worth of your rent, like if you're someone who's low income, because I'm speaking for the common man here, but yeah, it would literally take all of the money that you spent to pay your rent just to get a single maxed out Esper, and that's if you're lucky. That's if all the chances go your way. Um, sorry, no, I think it's the ideal situation. So you're not lucky or unlucky. You're basically the chances are what you get. So if it follows the chances. So if you get unlucky, you pay more money, and if you get lucky, you pay like maybe a little bit less. And then for shimmers, it's 18K because you do get the guaranteed 50% chance of getting that specific legendary for the legendary shimmer pools, and that's the only time you can get the legendary shimmers anyway. So, yeah, legendary shimmers, obviously are going to be more, but it's still atrocious, guys. I could buy a car with this amount of money. I could start delivering and make money off of that by getting a car and then starting doing like I could do so much with this amount of money. I could make an insanely good YouTube content and just like an accountant video. But yeah, this is the money that people can spend on the game just to max out stuff. It is ridiculous. And the reason this happens is because of the fact that now it's a 0.5% chance of getting an epic Esper or epic divinate, and then legendary Esper or uh, legendary divinate, and then a 4.5% chance of getting an epic Esper or an epic divinate. So yeah, it just baffles me how this company thinks that we're not stupid. You guys do realize that most of us are geeks and nerds, so we can at least count. We know how math works. Like, we're not stupid. So when we start doing the math ourselves, we see that things don't add up or things are atrocious, and we're like, so this company just doesn't care for us. They just want money. And it shows. Like, you can't really hide anything when you market so heavily to the point where it's just straight in front of our faces. Um yeah, that's pretty much all I have for you guys. Like, yeah, and then this guy Kerper, I can't pronounce it, Kerper Perapi. um devs go and see what they're walking into with this update, and I hope they do a 360 and fix all this bullcrap. I agree. Hopefully they fix things. I don't think they're going to, but I really hope they do. So we're just gonna have to wait for that. Um, I don't even know if I should release the next videos for all the divinates because no, you know what, I should. But the thing is, like, at this point, I don't even care about growing my channel. I just want Dislyte to fucking listen to us. Like, if all of you guys who are watching my videos could, go to these videos and start plugging them in the Discord for Dislyte, or just sending these videos to Dislyte, and then or sending them to Daddy Free to Play, Zoxus can like creators as well, so that they can either comment or make their own videos, which some of them have been doing, which I love. So also take those videos that they've made, post them on the Discord. Like we have to do this as a community and literally give this to them. And if they literally aren't able to take all of these videos of us explaining what they have to do to each Esper, so I want the Zoxys and Daddy Free to Play do that. I want you guys to go through every Esper, through every Divinate, and explain what needs to be fixed about them, because that's literally going to give not only Dislyte no excuse if they don't, like, if they have seen your video, like, well, they're probably going to watch video. So if they see your video and they see all the feedbacks from all the people in comments, they're literally gonna have no excuse if they watch this and they don't deliver, because we gave them everything they needed. We talked about the espers, what was wrong with them, what they needed to balance, and we talked about divinates and pull rates and how that's going to mess everything up, and how we hated how they made this free to play, I mean, sorry, pay to win, and they lied to us about the divinate system. So yeah, like we just need to make sure that we have such overwhelming, like, information for them. Like they literally have everything they need to the point where they will have no excuse that if they don't deliver, it's just them being a scummy company at that point, and we should just not support them. We should just all quit the game, and it's already happening. Like Dislyte is nowhere near the top and being close to revenue. It's like it might be in the 10,000s. I think it's still in the 100,000s of revenue. Um, Actually, I don't even know about that. Like Dislyte doesn't post the revenue, so they were making millions though. That's what it said from Dislyte, but I don't this month. But I don't believe that. There's no way they're making millions from Dislyte. There's no way. Um, from Raid Shadow Legends, they're making lots of money, but again, that is such a cold following that it's probably. Oh, I don't know. There's definitely a lot of better games than Raid Shadow Legends. It's just they give you a lot of free stuff in that game, which I don't understand. Well, that's Plarium. Sorry, because I was looking for Plarium too. They also make $1 million. I was just confused. But yeah, it just developers, your players aren't happy, and you guys aren't doing anything about it, and it really sucks. Let's see. And then the YouTube algorithm isn't pushing my videos, so really I need help from people to do that, because I don't want to do clickbaity titles. Like it just doesn't feel good for me as a YouTuber to basically attract people with words instead of truth, facts, and knowledge. Like that's mostly what I want to be about, because that's how you build a good relationship with people. You build it on trust and full transparency, especially if you're um like if these like especially if you're like if these people are your customers, or like you work with them and like they literally support you, like you want to have a good relationship with them. And the same thing with the player bases in a company. Like you want they want the player base to support you and actually like you, and everything that they've done is just done the opposite. And they've continued even though they have been seeing the exact same result, like so many times at this point, that it's ludicrous to think that they aren't seeing it and they aren't ignoring it. Like that's ludicrous to think that they're not just ignoring it, because they are. It's just 100% they're ignoring it, and they're losing more money and they're still confused. It's you guys are ignoring the main fucking problem. That's the fact that you're trying to make money without actually giving anything to the players in return. First, you want them to pay money in order to get something, even though they've already paid you guys money consistently. They've already been playing the game consistently. Now you expect them to pay you even more money. So that's what I'm saying. These games become a subscription to have fun. And that's just another barrier, which, people just want to have fun as fast as possible. They don't want to deal with that. So, it is what it is, but sadly, I think it'll be like that. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. As always, AOG Gaming here. If you're enjoying the content, please like and subscribe. Really shows your support, helps me out, keeps you up to date with my content. 117 subscribers last time I checked, so you guys are amazing. Keep going. And yeah, that's all I have for this video. Um, yeah, please guys, like just start sending all these videos like for each Esper. I think that's the only way to do it. So I hope Kun and Daddy Free to Play and all those creators at least. Yeah. Okay, give me 1 second, guys. Somebody's at the door. For me?
I don't know. He's trying to give us a free cell phone? I don't trust it.
Hello?
Hey, I was talking to your roommate. We're officially going door to door now. In behalf of you guys' state benefits with the California Lifeline program, who lives here in the house or in the apartment that receives one of these benefits?
Okay.
You guys receive EBT.
But we don't. That's not my insurance.
No,
State
no,
of
no.
California?
You guys don't receive none of this state benefits, like
I-
assistance from the government, the Medi-Cal. The Medi-Cal, the EBT, the IHP, LA Care.
No,
Nothing
I.
like that? Okay. No. Well, let's say if you guys ever did or ever you guys do, you guys are entitled to a free phone in behalf of that program with Assurance Wireless and also now with T-Mobile.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah. Nobody a veteran in the house.
Okay.
Nobody a veteran.
No.
W2. You guys worked last year or going to school? Because I know it's a campus of it's an apartment mostly for students. Right?
Yeah, I mean, we're in school now.
All right, did you guys happen to work last year part time?
Yeah.
Yeah, because if you guys made it less than 45,000, and you guys want, you guys are entitled to a free phone through your W-2 forms.
You'd make less than 45?
I'm okay without the phone.
It is what it is. Appreciate you fellas. What about yourself, man? You want to receive it?
What, do I just get it?
Well, we need some information, ID and benefit.
Well, I don't have my W-2 on me, so I can just give you my ID. But
Get my number because we need that W-2. Get my number, give you enough time to research, and if you're more than welcome to receive it, just give me a call.
Okay.
Yeah, if you want to. The phone
so
has text,
Assurance
call,
Wireless?
Assurance Wireless,
Okay.
and with T-Mobile, it'll be 626 if you're interested.
Okay.
You don't have your W-2 with you?
No, I don't. I'm going to have to print that. Actually, here, let me just text myself.
626-329.
626-329.
6557.
6557. Okay, thank you.
Yeah, do your research, man, if you want, and we're also going to start doing the tablets too.
Oh, okay,
So,
cool.
Yeah, or you can even do it online, but it's up to you. Do your research first, and then give me a call if it's a right fit for you.
All right, cool.
Yeah,
Thank you.
cool. Thanks, my guy.
You have a good day.
What?
No, I'm joking. It's not a scam.
It's not? Are you sure?
No, it's not. You can get a free tablet from the government if you worked and you were a student. um, so it's pretty simple. But you just have to show. And the problem is that phone is locked to T-Mobile, so you can't actually use it as a cell phone. But it's just you get a free phone. You have to use it on T-Mobile though. That's the thing. So. Yeah, and I'm on AT&T anyway. So.
I don't know. That was really sketchy for me.
Yeah, but they do stuff like you can go online and just ask the government for help, and they'll give you help like for random shit. If you make less than a certain amount of money.
I'm still technically a dependent, I think. So.
Yeah, well, that's the problem too. Like if you're not paying, for like yeah. So this is what it is. All right. Well, thank you for showing me that.
Yeah, I just didn't know how to respond to that. My usual response is close the door.
Yeah, exactly. Or just not answer. You should just look through the people.
I did, but I was like, I don't know.
Yeah, exactly. All right. Well.
All right, let's sit down.
Okay. Well, just a random guy knocking on the door, trying to sell us some stuff. So this video went a little bit longer than I thought. But hey, if I can, get that phone and then sell it, I'm like I told you guys, I basically, well, and I can show you. I have like what, $12, and yeah, I mean, I've tried applying to places, but it's gonna take too long. Like by the time I have run out of stuff to sustain myself, it's gonna be too late. Yeah, it's fine. You guys won't see it. It'll just be like no more posting videos. That's pretty much it. Yeah, still though, it's ridiculous how much money. Like I keep going back to this thing on this game. Like you can spend so much ridiculous amounts of money and just like not get anything that you want. It's so ridiculous. Um, Now the thing is, that's not the smart way of doing it. So I know people like don't realize this. Yeah, it costs 18k, 12k to max out an Esper, but that's just the chances. Um, for the Shimmer Esper, it is 18k, so that's just a flat rate. There's no way you can get a better chances of getting a Shimmer, and actually, it's worse if you go for gold records. So going for I think it's more expensive if you go for gold records and you just try to pull shimmers, but it's probably better for your account in the long term. But yeah, the thing about the shimmers. Wait, what was I gonna say? I think I just brain farted. Um, is that you can only get them guaranteed here, so it costs you even more money to go for the gold record. So this is just 18k flat. But the thing with the legendaries is they do have banners. Like I said though, there's the whole fact that wish stones are now harder to get. You have basically half of the wish stones you would normally get. Usually every draw you'd get around 30 to 50 wish stones. Now it's like 25, 20, depending on, you know, whether you do all 10 draws or not. But you should only be doing that. But yeah, it's just sadness. Yeah, it's really sad. But yeah, that's really the only that was the only saving grace. That sucks. There was a lot of saving graces in this game that are slowly dying. It's the same thing with Mech Arena. They had the in-plane cost removal for free-to-play players. They took it away. Like, it didn't make them more money. It didn't gain them more money. It actually made them lose more money because people just quit the game. So it's like you take away things that are convenient for players and you think it's going to make you more money. Like the whole auto thing. They took away manual mode for the rituals, which is like, how are people supposed to push content if you're going to do that? Granted, it is a little bit easier, but still. So yeah, I mean, I'm still playing and logging on, hoping that they see these videos. But yeah, I need to reiterate that getting legendary espers is a half chance now. Same with the legendary divinates. Yeah, you have a 1% chance within that 50%, but getting a legendary divinate specifically or a legendary esper specifically is half, but getting a legendary in general is not. I think that's the thing people need to realize. It's not like I don't know how else to explain it. Like that's I'm gonna stop because I keep explaining it, but yeah, that's basically it. Ooh, we got the best rune. Now we can do whatever we want because we'll always be faster with TA. But yeah, it's just kind of ridiculous, but it is what it is. Um, what was I gonna say? I don't think there's much else to talk about. Like that's pretty much what I wanted to talk about. I wanted to talk about the chances. Um, and you guys got that little snippet when I was talking to my roommate. Is that it though? Yeah, I think that's it. Anyway, thank you guys for watching as always. AOG Gaming here. If you're enjoying the content, please like and subscribe. Really shows your support. Helps me out, keeps you up to date with my content. 117 subscribers last time I checked. So you guys are amazing. Keep going. And yeah, that's it just sucks. Like that's all I can say. Um we'll do some gameplay here if you guys want to stay just for a little bit more minutes. A few more minutes, sorry. A little bit more minutes, I said. When you're malnourished, you don't have good English. I'm joking. No, I'm not actually. Actually, it's the one time that I literally cannot joke. I cannot kid because it's 100% true. All right. So we go with this, even though we probably don't need the Aegis set on Ashley because she already gives shield up to all my allies. So yeah, basically just death. Give ourselves immunity, keep pushing you down, stun, freeze, poison, all that stuff, all that good stuff. And basically, we just want to keep the Trevor controlled now. Because that Trevor. Okay, well, now he's stunned, so. I think I can just auto this, actually. See, that's the problem. it's fun to use these teams, but there's no point if I can literally just, do this. Okay, so attack. And the problem is that it's made like this. So if you don't get this rune or the one that puts them to sleep, you basically can't do anything because the other espers will always be faster and always go first. So you need things that stop them from doing that, which is either control or this rune because it just makes your team go first, basically. And that really sucks because it just makes this basically only available to people who have maxed out espers or who are skilled enough like me to know how to navigate it, but also people who are lucky enough to get these specific type of runes. Basic ability. We don't really cast basic abilities. We're just going to increase our damage. %30 chance of reducing action points. I think we go with that. So you don't always have to go for the rune of amplification because sometimes it doesn't really matter. I mean, like, yeah, none of these really matter. Maybe the attack one, but that just increases my attack every time espers do damage, which will be like 5% at max. So I think the AP, we go for the AP because now we basically have a polo on all of our espers. They can all reduce AP. Like that is just so disgusting. It's not even funny. And yeah, you go for the esper that resists because Ashley still has her Rainbow Bridge stacks. So such beautiful graphics. But yeah, really, I can just auto this and it'll work how it needs to. The thing is too, like they have like multiple legendary espers. That's bullshit. You have a massive roster of characters and you decide to just double up to make it harder. And what it does is it makes you need specific espers because now you have to basically just kill multiple of the same character. It's just so stupid. Okay, so AP reduction. We won't get the rune, but that's fine. Basically just guarantees that I can further reduce their AP. Okay, well, they're basically all dead now. So yeah, it's literally just an auto fest. That's the problem too. I'm late game. This is all I do. And the fact is, it takes forever. It takes forever to push this content. Like, this is the easiest content I could do right now, and that's saying a lot because this is me. Like, I already have a team for this, but sometimes you have to switch your teams around, so it takes like, you know, 5-10 minutes to make a team. Granted, they do have the presets now, so it's a little bit easier, but you have to make your team, maybe shuffle around some equipment, and then battle, and then try and get lucky. So sometimes you have to manual too. But yeah, I think we're gonna end it real soon. So let's just finish this real quick. So we just target him because Unis is gonna be ridiculously fast. Oh yeah, see they're not even taking. Oh okay, well they took one turn. Okay, well I guess they're dead now. Yeah, Alice has a lot of health. Holy cow, she's probably R6. Yeah, they really do have to fix this whole divinity thing because it's not just screwing up the game in general, but it's making the game 1,000%. Like it's just making it pay to play, not even pay to win, just pay to play. Okay, we're gonna go for the Clara now because she's not frozen. See that's what I was. Oh wait, didn't they get immunity? They all had debuffs. Yes, nice. Okay, we just have to kill. Okay, now we're good. We killed the Gabrielle. We're chilling. We're chilling. Oh yeah, because the Narmer has no stacks. So what? And this is the fucking bullshit I'm talking about. What in the flying fuck does this guy have that makes him able to kill my team instantly? One fucking shot. Okay, look at this. Look at this. It literally makes no fucking sense. What? He has 13k health? Okay, so now I can't even manual this. I mean, auto this. I have to manual it. Okay, well, I guess we're just gonna target the Narmer. Screw that. Jesus Christ. Of course she fucking resisted everything. Look at this fucking bullshit. Fuck you, Lilith game. Seriously, go to hell. Ruining a fucking amazing game that was like the best thing that came into my life, and then now it's just gone because of the asshole shit that you guys pull. What is this fucking bullshit? She's resisting everything now. Now that I'm not going auto. Okay, this is fucking retarded. This is so stupid. And it's always the last fucking battle, obviously. Um, well, we're gonna fight this eventually. It's just gonna be RNG. The problem is that we have to fucking target this fucking whore ass. Still didn't do anything. Still didn't do anything. I didn't let them crit probably. So yeah, Lilith Games. Like at this point, I just want your company to burn. Like you guys are just horrible. Lower than human beings. Like that's what you are. I'm joking. You guys know, but kind of not at the same time. Um, yeah, it's just really bad. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys later.